Hello guys, Blycer here. First of all, I want to apologise that I haven't been able to get videos out as much as I would like, but like I said in previous videos, I'm currently away in Australia with work, so I can't get the videos up as much as I'd like to. I've just put together a quick list of the things that Ubisoft have changed from the comments that have been made from the closed beta and how they've been improved for the open beta. So for you guys that have just played the open beta, if you have problems that you've noticed in the game, definitely report them to Ubisoft because they are taking notice of that, and I'll take you through some of the issues that were reported to them from the closed beta and how they've improved them for the open and then for the launch of the game on the 7th of March. So one of the things that they've changed is the ghost difficulty, and I did make a video on this myself to say that it was a bit too easy, and they've changed that. So a couple of things they've changed. So they've removed the enemy areas in the minimap so they don't show up when you're in ghost difficulty, to highlight where the enemy are, so you know where they are before you turn a corner or before you take on a compound, which adds sort of another dynamic to it. So you're going to have to use your drone, you're going to have to use your binoculars and sort of tag enemies rather than just relying on that minimap to sort of show you roughly about where they are. They've also improved the difficulty balancing for the AI and the missions. So again, you go into a harder mission, the AI is going to be more difficult for that difficulty in that mission. So it's exactly what we wanted, where the enemy aren't just going to be similar all through the missions. They're going to change for the difficulty in the missions based on the difficulty you have the game in, which is good. They've also made changes to gameplay and missions. So there was an issue with vehicles that were parked on ledges that you couldn't then gain access to that vehicle, so that's been a simple fix. They changed that. GPS locations of convoys. Now I had an issue with this in the closed beta where you look at your mini-map, you would sort of see where they were, and obviously it was a moving convoy, so it would move through the map. But by the time you'd got to that area, the convoy wasn't actually where the GPS was saying it was. So they've changed that so that it will be exactly where it says it's going to be. Also, for the final mission in Itakua, Yuri and Polito, which are the two main bosses, their behaviour and their animations during the fights have changed. So for you guys that played the final mission, it was extremely easy. They didn't really move very much, they didn't really do very much. So something as simple as that, they've made the characters move a bit more and act differently throughout that fight, so it'll give another dynamic to that mission. They also sorted out co-op and sync issues, so a couple of guys were having problems with syncing of missions during co-op, so sharing out the missions between the two guys, that's been sorted. Connectivity issues with matchmaking and joining friends. I know obviously it was a closed beta and that's the teething problems for the connectivity, but they've improved that since the close to the open. So you shouldn't have the issue of not being able to join your friends in the open beta and then obviously in the launch. Because the way it was doing it before, the connection would drop, you'd go offline, and then as soon as it went back online, you then couldn't join your friends for a prolonged amount of time until it was then sorted. So that's been fixed. Also, they fixed the host migration feature. So obviously if the host then leaves, the game and the missions carry on, and it changes to a new host a lot quicker and a lot smoother than what it was before. Now a lot of the fixes actually came for PC players, so there's a couple of issues with the closed beta where the game was unable to load due to graphics card problems, such as it would give you warnings that there was not enough memory on the graphics card, or that it wasn't supporting DirectX 11 features. So those two issues have been sorted, so you shouldn't have those same issues in the launch of the game. And equally they've included an ultra version of the game, so that you can then play it in ultra settings, which is something I think the game needs. And then simple animation fixes such as use of the cover and that sort of thing, and then other various glitches. So obviously they bring out the betas so they can change the games, but I just want you guys to know that all the issues that you are reporting to Ubisoft are being viewed and are being changed for the next stages of the game. So if you had any issues or glitches from the open beta, please go into the forums and let them know of those issues, so that then they can iron them out before the launch of the game, because they are actively searching those forums and they will listen to you. And that's it. There's going to be obviously a lot of changes from the open beta that's just gone through, and I'm sure there'll be a lot of improvements before the launch on the 7th of March. Just a quick one before I go. If you guys have got any footage from the open beta, any glitches, any funny moments, that sort of thing, please send them to me. My email is in the about section of my channel, and I'll look to put together a top 5 video of funny moments in the game. So just hit me up with that, and I'll see if I can put it together and feature you in that. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I'll see you guys in the next one.